3 years ago, his bank account was empty. He had no job, no professional network, and felt entirely directionless. Facing a crisis like this often triggers a frantic search for any available lifeline. Most people respond by chasing dozens of different online opportunities and shortcuts simultaneously, hoping one will eventually stick. This creates resource paralysis. When you have too many options, your energy is divided in so many directions that your actual forward momentum effectively drops to zero. He chose to ignore the noise entirely. He isolated his focus, stepping away from the crowd of competing ideas. He abandoned every other side hustle and committed to mastering one singular skill. Practical leverage begins with the ruthless elimination of choices. By removing every other path, you force all of your energy into a single direction. He established a rigid mechanic for improvement: 3 unbroken hours of online learning every single day. This routine allowed for no exceptions. He maintained this schedule without days off, removing every potential distraction from his environment. After 1 full month of this execution, he had earned nothing. This chart tracks the first quarter. The results line remains completely flat along the bottom axis. 3 months in, return is 0. Pushing to 5 months, psychological weight mounts. This shaded zone represents the friction of investing hundreds of hours with no payoff. This 3 to 5 month window acts as a filter. This is the period where most people conclude the effort is wasted and choose to walk away. The absence of results during this phase is a standard part of the process. It serves to separate those who require immediate rewards from those capable of long-term consistency. At the end of 6 months, the data line finally moves. He earned his first $100. Financially, $100 is a negligible sum. It doesn't change your living conditions or provide any meaningful security. However, this small transaction provides the first real proof of concept. It transforms a theoretical idea into a demonstrated fact. The skill has market value. When you validate the mechanics of a system on a micro scale, the challenge of reaching a macro scale becomes a matter of volume. The primary uncertainty, whether the process works at all, is gone. 3 years later, that same process generates over $10,000 in monthly income. Because this income is derived from a digital skill, he now works from a laptop with the ability to live anywhere in the world. He didn't start with a unique talent or a secret advantage. He began in the same position as anyone else looking for a way forward. Looking at the full 3-year chart, we can see the compounding effect. The initial 6-month flatline looks small compared to the exponential growth that followed. Success was the result of stacking the same skill day after day. He reached this point because he stayed on the path during the 5th month, while others were convinced that the lack of immediate results meant the process was broken. The next 3 years will pass regardless of your choices. You can remain exactly where you are today, or you can begin the first day of your own timeline.